Hi guys, how are we doing? Everyone okay? Hopefully we are live, streaming live, hopefully. We're just going to make sure everything is, again, technical issue. It must be Thursday night. It must be the 5,000 people all trying to tune in to watch us live on YouTube here. First YouTube Scout Group. Max, how are we doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you.
Had a good week?
Busy, but yes, been good. Been lovely weather.
It's been amazing weather, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been awesome weather. Awesome weather.
So people sitting out in the garden, getting nice tans, and so it's like I've been tapping away at work, staying at home, and washing the hands.
Are we on? Can we see? Are we on YouTube? Are we streaming?
We are streaming.
Excellent. Cool. Guys in the chat room, how are we doing tonight? Everyone is happy? 16th of April 2020. Wowzers. Where's the time's going flying past, isn't it? It's awesome. Just waiting for a few more people to come into our video. And then we will do our flag break. Just I can't get the chat room working. Max, can you see the chat room?
I can see the chat room. Yeah, we have people coming in.
Awesome. 2 more minutes, guys, and we will start. Well, I think it's my turn to have technical issues.
Pass the baton on for that one.
I might give up on the chat room tonight. Let's see if I once more. If I can't, then I'm going to hand it over. My kids are hyper tonight.
The date's wrong on the first page, Mark. It says the 9th of April. We just time warp to the 16th.
You know what? What I'll do? Let's see if I can.
Yeah, thank you, Alice. Fraser pointed that out. Thanks, Fraser.
Well done, boys and girls. So let's.
That was the first game. It was spot the wrong date.
Well done. Well done for everyone getting the wrong date. Right. Max, it's that time. It's all yours, mate.
Okay, so first YouTube Scout Group. Attention. It's Scout sign. We'll say the Scout promise. On my honour, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and the Queen, to help other people, and keep the Scout law. So, troop A's, and we'll start the evening.
Excellent, guys. How are we doing? Everyone okay? We've got lots of people in the chat. Excellent, cool. So tonight we got lots of things happening tonight. We have got a new competition. We've got some goodies. We've got some Coleman's have donated some waterproof playing cards. Got some of those. Got some Big Man in the Woods badges. One of these ones. Don't know. Found it on eBay. Sparrowhawk Bushcraft. Max's badge, and we've got the unofficial. One of the nights, isn't it? This is the YouTube Scout Group official badge. Okay, only a few people have got these. So we've got that competition coming up. We've got the competition winners from the 2 competitions we've done last week, which is the sock puppets and also the egg crest. But we're going to explain about the egg crest in a few moments, because me and Max have been talking about it, and we've seen some amazing photos being sent to us on our YouTube channel, Facebook page. Thank you very much. But what we're thinking of is to see better crest growth, because at the moment they're just seeds. So we're going to leave it for another week. You guys upload your photos, and then we will pick a winner for that. So we're going to find out who has won Max's sock puppet competition in a few moments later. Max, have you got your puppet there? I just want to see what you called your puppet.
I haven't named it. Oh, but yes, it's here.
We did have some names in the chat room last week, didn't we? If I remember right.
We did. So ideas for names, so we can name the puppet.
Name the puppet. We'll do some shout outs a bit later. Colin is in our chat room again. He will be taking out all your shout outs. And if you've got some questions you want to ask me and Max, pop them in there and Colin will take them off and he will send them to me, Max, and we will answer them for you. Because we had some during the week. We've also had Bob. Max, too. We had some questions during the week about activities. What can we do at home? And I actually done a vlog and I uploaded it yesterday. So if you look on Big Man in the Woods and look for A to Z, you'll find the alphabet of things that you can do at home.
The same a bit echoey. It's probably because I'm coming back through Mark's speakers and then coming back through his mic.
No, you're... I don't know. Max is always okay. It's the way he speaks, isn't it?
Thanks.
Yes. All good. Let's see what we can do. Right, so tonight we're going to play a new game. This was inspired by a lovely lady on First Facebook. I'm going to get her name right now because I don't want to say the wrong name. Lisa Edwards. Okay, so guys, if you're a leader and you've been on First Facebook, don't answer the questions in the chat room, okay? If you're in the chat room, my suggestion, you get a pen and paper, okay? We're going to start the game in about a minute's time, okay? So you've got a chance to get pen and paper, okay? So the lovely scout leader, she designed this game using fonts, okay? I'm just trying to get...
Oh, yes, it's a good game, this one.
Yeah, Lisa Edwards, thank you very much. Lisa, if you're watching, thank you very much. And I forgot to ask you your scout room. My apologies. So yeah, right. Let's see people in the chat room. Has everyone got pen and paper in the chat room?
I have my pen this week.
Well done. Good boy. He has learnt. Okay, right. Let's do it in the chat room. Okay, so don't write your answers in the chat room, okay? Write them on your pen and paper, and we will go through the answers right now. Okay, so if technology is working tonight, but sometimes it's not. We've been having these issues. Hopefully, on your screen very, very soon, you should be seeing this. Okay, so it says Scouts be prepared. Okay, so on your pen and paper, you've got to write next to each letter what you think it is. So from the top line from Scouts, what logo is that from? Okay, so it's a font, but it's taken from a logo. Scouts be prepared. So next to each letter, you've got to write where you think that is from. Yeah, so work out Scouts be prepared. For instance, I will give the answer. Which one shall I go for? The B, that letter is taken from the shop Boots. Yeah? So that's what I want to know. I want to know where is that logo found? In Scouts, be prepared. Okay? We'll do this for a few more minutes. Scouts, be prepared. Max, how are you doing on there? Have you got some of the answers? Have you cheated? Have you
no.
this game already?
No.
Okay, so Max is writing. Max is trying to work out what they're doing in there. Let's have a look what's happening in the chat room. You did it with your scouts yesterday, Mike Jennings. Excellent. The guys from Bush Scout Royal Berkshire say hi to you and both behind the scenes. Awesome. Thank you very much. Small fire, big adventure. Awesome. Welcome to Bush Scout Live. Both myself, as you probably know, me and Max are part of Bush Scout, and also Colin in the he is part of it as well. Okay. Message saying, am I selling the first YouTube Scout badge? This one. I'm not selling it at the moment because we got to ask YouTube if we can have that logo. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the permission. It's in though. So I'm stuck on a couple.
Oh, okay.
Got to admit, I'm stuck on a couple.
All right, we'll give you another minute. Jeremy and Lisa, hello. How you doing in there? You okay? Enjoying the sunshine by the river?
Yeah, thanks to Jeremy for his photos on the first YouTube Facebook page for the history badge. They were brilliant.
Yeah. You beat me to it. I was going to talk about that later. Yeah, it's awesome. So, one more minute on this game, and then we'll tell you the answers. What I said last week in the history badge is I wanted you to look at a location where you live now, or you could use another thing on Google Street View and things like that, and look at a picture that you could take more or less from today, and then go back in history from the exact same point and retake that photo. So I looked at Buckingham Palace today and back in 1810, I think it was, got my remember, and Gilwell Park and things like that. And that's what I asked you guys to do, and that will be part of your evidence for your badge when we return. Right, Max, how are we doing in there? Have we worked out the game? Have you worked out?
I'm still stuck on 3 of them.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 answers. Guys in the chat room, how are we doing? Shall we reveal the answers?
Let's reveal the answers.
Let's reveal the answers. If we click on here, hopefully, you will find the answers to the question. Someone just wants to say hello quickly. Come here. No, he's gone. So down the bottom, the S is from the branding. Yeah? How are we doing on there? I'll be back in 2 seconds. Max is going to take over and tell you the answers. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's fine. Yes. So the S from Scouts. I got that one. That was quite good. Comedy Central. I did not get Monopoly. That one had me. YouTube had me as well. I didn't get YouTube on the U. Toblerone, that was it. Chocolate. Like the chocolate. And the Nando's. That's good. Where are we? Boots, as Mark said before. And IKEA. Got those. Pinterest, got that. Walkers. Didn't get the Walkers one. That had me. Netflix.
Everyone should have got Netflix.
Yeah. PS4, PlayStation. Yeah. Amazon, Star Wars, Lego, Disney. That's a good game.
I struggled when I did this with the Star Wars. The R. That's what I
really.
Yeah. I didn't get that one.
Okay. Even Colin's looking surprised in the chat room on that one.
Yeah, no, I looked at that one.
Have you seen the film?
Star Wars. What's Star Wars? Never heard of it.
Okay.
Never heard of it. Star Wars Lego. Everyone's seen it. What's weird about Star Wars is how it's all kind of backwards, isn't it? That's the weirdest. But it's cool. I'm looking forward to introducing it to my boys when he's a bit older. It will struggle. But yeah. Okay, so Max, Star Wars, favorite character then. Let's diverse quickly.
I gotta say BB-8.
Oh, really? I quite like Jar Jar Binks. Emma got 13. Well done.
Yeah, Alison 9. Luke 5. Nope. Somebody likes the Yoda.
Yoda. Vicky got 12. Alex didn't finish.
Nah.
Jar Jar Binks, see? Harrison agrees with me. Jar Jar Binks, really good. Yeah. Awesome. Completely diverse. Yeah, we're digressing, isn't it? But
absolutely.
Hey, I love it. Yeah, well done in the chat room. And this is a game, Constantine. Hello.
No circles.
No circles tonight. You were a good boy last week. Don't be naughty and don't get banned this week. We know you can make a circle, but Colin's asking, can you make a square? So yeah, guys, if you're a scout leader, or even if you're a Beaver Cub scout watching us tonight, ask your leader to do this back at the scout hall. So all the games that me and Max are showing you to play is something that you can do back in your scout hall. And the logo game is great fun, awesome. Or cut things out of a newspaper and make this kind of a secret message or something. You can play spy game. I don't know, something like that. All right, Max is up in a few seconds. He's going to be talking about his badge work.
Okay.
And hopefully, in 2 seconds, Max, hopefully, Yay!
Hey! Right, excellent. So, badges. So tonight, creative. So beavers, cubs, scouts. This one's for you. Explorers, you don't get away because this is the writer badge as well. Beavers, your creative badge, and scouts, your writing badge. And everyone goes, writing, sometime off school, but it's good. So, in olden days, the storyteller always got the best place, which was by the fire, and always got the best drinks and the best food for the stories he told as he travelled around and visited different villages. So stories are something that's been going for ages, and there are many ways to tell stories. And sometimes you need that inspiration to tell stories. So I'm going to give you some inspiration on how to do this. And we create some of this using story discs. So what I have, and I've got to put a shout out to a lady by the name of Sherry Lake Designs, who did some pictures for me a while ago. I have some different pictures on some discs of wood, okay, and these are called story discs, okay. And the idea is that you put all these different pictures into a bag, and then you put them in the bag, and then you pull out 2 or 3 of them, and you then tell a story. So that story could be 2 people camping and they see some wildlife like badgers and foxes. They could be out for a walk and they see some water and go canoeing. So there are different ways to put these things together, but the idea is that you randomly pick things out of a hat or a bag and then use them to create a story. So another way of doing this, if you haven't got disc, you could put little bits of paper together and write out different things on those bits of paper and use those. You could use some dice. So I've got 4 dice here, and what I've done is created a sheet with the 4 dice on them, and then 1 to 6. So the first one are people and animals, so man, woman, boy, girl, cat, dog. Then we then go into some places, then into some weather, and then into some actions. So as you roll each dice 1 for the first bit, dice 2, dice 3, dice 4, you can then take each of these items to create a story. And that story that you write down goes towards a badge. So if you create some discs, even out of bits of paper or card, and draw some nice pictures on them, you can create these story discs. Okay, so that's a good bit of creative work to do. And then from the story that you create, write a short story, a short piece. You can then put that into, or use the dice to create that tale. So you can put some tales on. You can write some stories for us and put them on the Facebook page, or send them to us, and then we can look at those and see how everybody's doing. But send it to your leader as well, okay? And then you can, you could even use playing cards. So instead of using dice to roll dice, make a list using playing cards. Yeah, somebody likes the picture of the fox. Got a squirrel as well. Do a verbal example, Max. Verbal example of which? You want a story or a story? Okay. So, story time. Are you all sitting comfortably? mixing the discs up. Okay, so one day there was a squirrel, and the squirrel lived in a tree, and the tree was by a big lake. Okay, so you can see how you can start putting that story together. Then you can start saying things like, the squirrel decided to go searching for nuts, and it went for a wander around the park and met a badger along the way. So you can build those stories up and use your imagination to create a really fantastic story. And that's just through creating some little discs or bits of paper or bits of card with these kind of things on them. So you want some people, some animals, places that they can go, some weather, and some actions. So running, walking, sailing, sitting, shopping, that kind of thing that would help create that story. Have you done this, Mark, at all? Done story discs?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Yes, that would be a good one. So a good suggestion in the chat room there is sit the family down, create your story discs, and each person in turn takes a disc out of the bag, and you have to tell the story as it goes along. And each person tells part of that story and see how you get on. That would be quite good. But put the disc back into the bag afterwards, because then you can, somebody else could then get the same disc and add bits to the story about that same character, maybe. So thank you very much for that suggestion in the Small Fire Big Adventures in the chat room. That's very good.
Member of Bush Scout.
Absolutely.
Yes, member of Bush Scout.
So stories are great things. And, writing them down helps preserve those stories so you can tell them again and again and again, which is why we write them. Well. Yeah, absolutely. It's great thing to do around the dinner table after tea. Get everyone to pull something out and tell a story. Keep everybody engaged.
Engaged, yeah, absolutely. So, guys, how are you doing that? Was that good? Something else you could do? Maybe what you could do is make those what Max has done and then record a little video and then upload it to our YouTube Facebook group and see us. We'll see you in action making those story figures and making a little story and entertaining people while you're whatever you're doing. Maybe make a family story and send it to someone in isolation or lockdown. I don't know. It'll be great. Make it like a comedy. Have maybe different genres or something like Max, comedy or horror, romance, musical, megala. I don't know what that was about.
You could even make a story up for your glove puppets and then use that story to act out for your entertainer's badge. And Mark's brought a new puppet in.
Who is this?
I can't remember the penguin's name, but it's from Wallace and Gromit.
I can't remember his name either. But there. Random things I've just been looking at. Yeah, that's cool. Shall we do some shout outs?
Okay.
Some shout outs. Hopefully. Yes, some shout outs. So Max is just going to go and get ready because he's going to do craft cam. Loving his craft cam tonight. It's been really good. So let's see in the scout outs tonight what we're going to do. We've got to say, right, let's start with Asa Stephens. Hello, Asa. Thank you very much. Want to say a shout out or a scout out to his mum because she's a nurse. Awesome. Doing a great mine. I don't know if you can see. My nose is so tender. I've been wearing my mask in theatres while we're dealing with coronavirus. My nose is really, really tender. So, ouch. So I know what you're doing. I know what everyone. Got to say hello to Fourth Swindon, Taysom, Networking Explorers, First Winslow, Luke Burchett, Cockermouth Scout Group from the Lake District. Hey guys, how are you doing? First Foot's Cray, awesome thank you very much for joining us on First YouTube Scout Group. 4th Barnhurst Imperial Scout Royal Berkshire. Hey guys, how are we doing? Hi to Gloucester Gang Show, Swindon Gang Show. 4th Hounslow Scout Group says hello. Monty a second Windborne. Awesome. Fraser Stewart, hello to your mum again. Second Windborne, 21st Bournemouth. Hey guys, how are we doing? Penguin is called Feathers. Yeah, Atheling, hello guys, how are we doing? You okay? We still need to talk. We still haven't had. I've been concentrating so much on First YouTube. I've neglected my own scout group. That's really bad. Bad, isn't it? But guys, thank you for tuning in. So this is your own scout group, Atheling. So don't worry about that. 46 Gloucester Scouts, hello. First half of BP. Phoenix Explorers, hello. Bush Scout, hello. How many subs till we get an award? And do you know if and what? I don't know, guys. Why don't you help us? Contact Gilwell and say how much you've been enjoying First YouTube Scout Group. So myself, Max, and Colin, we can. I don't know, get something from Gil. I don't know. We had Tim Kids, and that's good enough. Let's do some more scout outs, and then our next craft camp. Phoenix Knights, 4th Bramwell, hello. Scout out to Greenford. Hey, Greenford Scouts. First Uxbridge Scouts. Awesome. Guys, Greenford and Oxford, not Uxbridge, not far away from me. Greenford, I could probably see outside my window. No, not that far. All right, so we'll do some more scout outs a bit later. Just a reminder, we are going to do the NHS clap in 33 minutes at 8 o'clock. We're going to go outside. One more, just a little bit of housekeeping again. Let's be polite in the chat room. Colin, are we doing? Is everyone being polite in the chat room tonight? Big thumbs up from Colin. Well done. Is Constantine being good boy? He's doing this, Constantine. No more making circles. Yes, that's cool. And also, we'll talk about this a bit later on when Max is back. But next week is St. George's Day special here on First YouTube Scout Group. And it's going to be a recorded show. It's not going to be live because me and Max and Colin are going to be doing our own separate things. But what we want you to do, the viewers of First YouTube Scout Group, is we've got a scout. We need a beaver, a cub, an explorer to video your promise. That's all we need you to do. We've got a scout recorded it. Thank you very much for that email. But we want you, if you're a beaver, cub, or explorer, to just record 15 seconds of you just saying your promise. That'll be awesome. And then we're going to edit it all together, put it into a show for St. George's Day next week. Right, that's enough. Definitely with parents' permission, of course. Right, we're going to hopefully, I always say hopefully because I'm worried about this. Whenever I change screens, it all goes a bit wrong. But hopefully, Max, are you there? So hopefully, Max, give us 2 seconds. Max, I just need to do something else. Yeah, awesome. So we just say hello, Max. Hopefully. I put the wrong screen up. So you talk for 2 seconds, Max. Talk for 2 seconds.
Yep, Colin's nodding his head. Right, so
I picked the wrong one, Max.
have you picked the wrong one?
Yeah.
I'm on the craft cam.
I know.
We'll get there in a minute. We were okay a minute ago, and then you put me back here. But I was on the craft cam down there. Need to go back to the craft cam. Okay, so while I'm on this camera, we're going to make tonight using toilet roll. Okay, these things that are quite rare in some places. But when you've finished one, keep the toilet roll because we are going to make a game. Okay, and this is a game where, based on an old traditional game, we had a cup and a ball and a piece of string, and you had to throw up the cup to catch the ball in the cup. And it's a similar thing about catching, in this case, a fish on a piece of wool. Okay, so when you throw it up, you should be able to catch it. And what we've done here is changed it into a shark to catch the fish. So if we can go to craft cam, Mark, please. He's looking at me as though he can't. Okay, so I'll have to do it up here now while you try and sort out what's going on down there. To do this, we need a length of wool or bit of string, and we've passed that into the toilet tube, like so. And then we glue the back of pinch it together on one end of the toilet roll. Okay, so you've still got the other side open. Pinch it together, and we use some glue to stick that down. But for speed, I'm going to use a stapler. Okay, so now we've got the basic shape, and the wool is nicely tight in the back there, held on by the staple. So you could put some tape on the back here if you're using a stapler, just so you don't cut your hands. And then we'll sort the string out in a minute, or the wool. Next, I've created a little fin. Okay, so if you're going to use a pair of scissors, you need some adult supervision to make sure that you're doing this. And just going to cut a corner off of card. And then if I make a small slit in the middle, coming upwards, I can then bend either side of the fin out, like that, to hold it flat. I can then glue or tape that to the top of the toilet roll. Okay, so true Blue Peter style, I've got some tape here. I'll tape that on. Okay, so there's the fin, and we can then, you can paint it. So in this case, I've done a shark, but you could have put legs on it and made it into a frog, paint it green or color it green. If you don't have any paint, it's fine. You can create some nice eyes on the top of it. Okay, and then we have the shark with some eyes on. It's a bit hard doing it on this way, not using on the other camera. You then want a reasonable length of wool, which we'll chop off. And then using another small bit of card, we need to draw a basic fish shape. So a fish shape is basically an oval and a triangle. And then again, with some adult supervision, we just cut that out. So we have a basic fish shape. And then using a little bit of tape in this instance, so we could glue it on. Okay. You then have your fish on the end of the wool, which you can then play the game and try to catch. What I did on this one was I cut two pieces of card, the same shape, and stuck the wool in the middle of it. Okay, and it adds a bit of weight to the fish. Because if you just use a single piece of card, it's quite light and it kind of doesn't have the weight that you need in it to catch it in here. But if you use a couple of pieces of card on it, you can throw it up and you can try and catch it in the shark. So that's the first of two I had tonight for the craft cam. Is the other craft cam not working, Mark? Oh dear. It says it's not working. I'll bring it back into the green room and then we'll see if it will work again. He says. Live problems. I just love them. See if this works. And he can bring it in. Okay, we might have to save that one for another night then. That's not going to work. This one's using two small bowls of water, which isn't going to work if this way around on the camera. Yeah, and of course, as everybody's saying, sing along, Mark.
Baby
shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do.
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark.
And you can also wash your hands to that one.
And craft cam.
Craft cam's on. Brilliant. Excellent. So, over to craft cam. Right, for this one, we're going to do an expanding rainbow. So I have 2 small ramekins of water. You could use 2 small jugs. I have some felt tips. And this is a great one. Piece of kitchen roll. Okay, folded in half. I've cut the piece of kitchen roll out of a sheet of normal kitchen roll using some scissors, so adult supervision. Can you remember the colours of a rainbow?
Red.
Richard of York gave battle in vain. So what we're going to do is we're going to colour a rainbow on either side of the kitchen roll.
Max?
Yes?
A quick question. Instead of using ramekins, can you use jugs?
You could use jugs. You'll need a slightly bigger piece of kitchen roll to go between them.
Could you use 2 big jugs?
Yes. You could use 2 beakers.
In case people don't have ramekins.
Yeah, you could use two cups. 2 normal cups. I've only used these because it's easier to show on the craft cam, and because otherwise I'll spill them, and I don't want water running all over the table. And I'll colour that in there. So Richard of York gave battle in vain. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I haven't done that all there. So if we leave that in there, what it should do, as you see, it's starting to, very slowly, the colour is seeping across the rainbow bridge. There you go. And if you're an Avengers fan, that's how Thor gets from Asgard to the main teleportation unit using a rainbow bridge. And you can see that it's now starting to go across on both sides. The bigger the kitchen roll, the more it'll take time to go across. But the more felt tip you put on either side, it will actually come across a lot quicker. As with live things, as they always do, it's not quite gone all the way yet, but if we leave that, it will probably do that at some point. Oh, somebody's done that in science. The Bifrost, yes, absolutely. That's how we create the Bifrost. So there's 2 things, two things on the craft cam tonight for you to have a go at. Work towards your badges as well, because building the shark game certainly works towards a badge. And does anybody know what this is called when it runs across, when the felt tip comes over?
Leaking.
Yeah, it could be leaking.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, someone in the chat room must know the proper word. Chromatography. Yeah.
What?
Constantine, are you making this up? Chromatography. It sounds right. What do you think, Max?
Possibly. So it's a little bit of.
Emma's saying it's chromatography at school. She did it as well.
Yeah. Excellent. So there's a couple of things for you to do and have a go at and try at home. And the bigger the piece of paper, the longer it'll take to.
Could you use
go
kitchen
across.
paper?
Yeah, it's kitchen roll, kitchen paper, paper towel. The stuff that comes in the square sheets.
Awesome.
Like this. Many different types. Some are very thin, some are very thick. Different ones have different rates.
So Alison is saying she thinks it's called capillary action.
Yes. Capillary action.
Chromatography. Big words tonight. This is impressive.
It is. And all the chemistry stuff coming out. So a bit towards science badges here with the stuff. Excellent. Okay.
Well done.
Time
Cool.
for a game
guys,
or a quiz. Is it?
Well, all right. Let's play a different quiz. Let's do a game that we were going to do last week called Footprints. Okay, so we didn't quite work last week. Again, the internet was a bit messed up. So hopefully, I blame the internet. I blame my computer. Really, I think that's the truth. Hopefully, on your screen very very soon is some footprints. Okay, coming up now. Okay, so we've got some footprints. We have got, in no particular order, on the top, a hedgehog. Is that a hamster or gerbil? A rat and a red squirrel. Red squirrel. Scout question: what scouting location do you think you could find a red squirrel? Come on, guys, in the chat room. Let's see. Before we play this quick footprint game, where Constantine said, "Is it a hamster or a rat?" Where can you find a red squirrel on a scouting location? Am I saying the wording right, Mac? Not a Gilwell. There's no. Emma, well done. Emma got it right. Luke got it right. Brownsea Island, yeah, you can find Brownsea Island. And I tell you a little thing here. My friend Jeremy, who got me across the island last summer, he has been many, many times at Brownsea Island. I went there, and in the first 5 minutes, I saw a red squirrel. And Jeremy's told me he has never seen a red squirrel, and I saw them with 5 minutes in the woods at Brownsea Island. It's an amazing place. If you haven't been to Brownsea Island, you should go. As we're in lockdown, guess what? I've done a vlog last year I went to Brownsea Island, and I did a vlog. So if you want to go to Brownsea Island, check the vlog out. But no, if you can go there later on when lockdown's over, I would highly recommend. And it's a red squirrels. Max, have you been there? You haven't. Peacocks are really nice. Yeah, you're right. Peacocks are very nice. Yeah, back to the game. Back to the game. No. No. Max isn't muted. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be one of those nights. All right, Max. It's one of those nights where it's all going a bit wrong. Let's start. Right? So I've been talking to myself about Brown Sea Island and a red squirrel. We've got to start again from the game. I think I've reworked out what your problem is. So let's re-explain the footprints.
Right.
How do people?
So I'm back online, am I? If I've been talking to myself again on mute.
Yep.
Yeah, Colin, can you hear me there? Yeah. Nod. Yes. No. Right. Yes. Excellent. Right. So the game. Which animal belongs to which set of footprints? There are 3 sets of footprints there. F is for front, R is for rear. Okay, and we have 3. So they're 4-legged animals. So the 2 front paws are the F, the 2 rear are the R. Which animal is which set of footprints? 1, 2, or 3? What does people think in the chat? Seem to have stumped people in the chat there. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying first is the hedgehog. Oh, someone says far right is red squirrel. Rat, hedgehog, rat, hamster. It's a rat. It is a rat. Gerbil. No, it's definitely a rat. What you can't see is its tail. The tail would give it away. That's been a rat. Yeah, so we seem to have some good ones. So it is actually, as Mark actually put the pictures up, which is a hedgehog, a rat, and a squirrel. You can see that the rat and the squirrel are very similar in footprints. It's only the fact that the rat's toes spread out on the front, that give it its distinctive, and the way that the little pads are, which are the little black spots, the pads on the bottom of the animal's feet. So if you look at a dog's paw, or a cat's paw, you can see the pads, and all the animals have pads, and that's what you see. Those little black dots are. Excellent. So well done to everybody that got that right.
Right, guys, it's me now. No, that way. This way. Just there. 10 minutes, we're going to do this before we do our NHS clap. But what we're going to talk about tonight is the badge that I really like doing, actually. I really love doing this one. It's called the Media Relationships and Marketing Activity Badge, okay? So this is about scouts. Explorers can do it. Beavers Cubs, you can do this as well, but there's not a badge. I'll work out the badge in a minute, what you can do, but there's no exact media badge for you, but you can use creativity and writing badge and stuff like that. We'll work it out in just a few seconds, okay? So there's a few things that we've got to do to earn this badge, okay? We've got to produce a presentation about scouting, It can be audio or visual. We've got to write a press release about a scouting event that's been taking place or going to be taking place. We've got to contact the local media. That could be the radio, the TV, the newspapers, or an online version of something. Make another audio visual package about scouting, about the event, what's going to happen, what can we do there. And then we've got to prepare a creative display about your scout group or your troop, and that we can put in a public place. So maybe like put it in your library, or even ask your school to put it in when we go back. Maybe contact a celebrity who lives in your area, in your town, in your village or something, or contact an MP, someone who is a public figure. Okay, so it could be the MP, it could be the mayor. It could be a load of people at the moment. A lot of people are doing a lot of local things, okay? And then we've got to produce a media package to go and put that all thing together. But what does it mean? What does this media relationship marketing activity badge mean? There's a mouthful of a badge. What it means is about selling scouts to the public, okay? We got to tell the public why we go to scouts every week. Why do we go camping? Why do we go to scouts on a Thursday night or whatever night you do it? Why do you go to beavers? What's so cool about being a beaver and a cub? Because as Tim Kidd said to us the other week, there's thousands of scouts out there, but there's millions of people in the globe. And surprisingly, not many people still know about scouting. There's still people in the public that are unaware of what, and they look at us and think, why do we wear this funny knicker? Why do we wear this scarf? Why do we shake with our left hand? Why do we make this? They don't know about scouting. They know we exist, but scouting is all about camping and knots. And we know as a scouter, whether you're a beaver, cub, scout, explorer, young leader, helper, volunteer, that scouts isn't all about camping and knots. If it was, then we wouldn't be doing this live YouTube scout group, would we? So what I want you to do is make a vlog or a podcast, okay? You don't need to put it online. You don't need to put it on YouTube or submit it to iTunes or whatever, but it's about making something that people can watch. Maybe they can read. So if you've got a local paper, you do an online version, submit it to them, put a poster, put a write-up about what you like about scouting. Why do you go there every single week? Is it about badges? Is it about going camping? Is it about meeting people? It is. It's all those kind of things, okay? So you've got to write a couple minutes, okay? You can't do a vlog for 30 seconds. That doesn't really explain scouting, okay? So what I want you to do, a few minutes vlog or podcast, okay? The podcast, you can talk about lots of things about scouting, couldn't you? A vlog is a visual thing, okay? So in this vlog, when I do as Big Man in the Woods, there's me talking to the camera, then I do what they call B-roll, so I add in different scenes so it doesn't get boring. Whereas in a vlog, you can just chop and change, okay? But what I want you to do is promote scouting, okay? Why do you do it? So when we return back, hopefully very, very soon, people have seen it and think, actually, I want to be a scout. How cool was it to be involved in scouting? Okay, scouting is going to move on and on and on in years to come, and it will change and it will change, and people want to be involved in something that's cool. Okay, it's not a nerdy thing anymore. Okay, thankfully, Bear Grylls has made scouting really cool, super cool. Okay, but what I want you to do while we're in lockdown is produce something promoting scouting. Why should people join scouts? Let's not talk about camping. It is a main part of camping. But look at the stuff that Max has been doing. The craft camp. Learning Morse code using spoons. Last week we looked at local knowledge. Okay, so I want you to make something that sells scouting, that you can upload. Maybe there's a local website that you can upload scouting to. Okay, why should people sign up and join your district and become a beaver, a cub, a scout? If you're a parent watching tonight, thank you very much for watching us. But why do you let your child join scouting? Maybe you're a volunteer. What do you get out of volunteering? Yeah? So I know I have a few volunteers in my scout group that do the admin work. Okay, so they're not a leader, but they play a massive role in scouting and making our troop and our group run effectively. Okay, so there's adults involved in my scout group. So why do you become an adult volunteer in scouting? This is what I want you to sell to the public. Okay, so we get more people joining scouting. Okay, it's going to be a great thing when we return and we have all these people trying to apply to be scouters. But we need more people to join scouts. But this is your job. Okay, for the media relationship badge to get this ding 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 ding, you've got to produce that vlog or blog. Okay, the next part, people are telling me there's 3 minutes. 3 minutes, don't worry. The next part of the badge is to contact a local figure. Okay, so someone in your town. I'm going to expand a little bit, okay, because in London it's huge. Okay, so I can cheat a little bit. So we can use our county. Okay, so let's not use our district. Let's go county wide. Is there a famous person who lives in your county? There must be someone. My county, Greater London, Middlesex West, there's loads of famous people. Yeah? Lots of famous people. What do we need to do is contact one of those famous people and do an interview with them. Maybe it's a written interview, asking what they're doing in lockdown. I don't know. Look in the newspaper and look how they would interview a celebrity, and you recreate that in your scouting vlog, media, podcast, poster, whatever you're going to produce. Yeah? So contact a famous person and see what they're doing. If you can't get a celebrity, maybe contact the local MP or the mayor or someone who is a high figure profile in your area where you live. So what I've been doing is trying to contact all the ambassadors, scouting ambassadors, to try and do something for your first YouTube scout group. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to contact those people. Not doing very well, but I'm trying my best. And this is all about scouting, isn't it? It's, even if you fail, it's about resilience, failure, and then picking up and trying to do your best and not getting knocked back. Yeah, it's all about trying your hardest as a scouter. And just being going that extra mile. Okay, so for the media relations marketing badge, make a vlog or a podcast promoting scouting. Yeah, promoting scouting. That's what we've got to do to get this badge. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click this screen. Max quickly puts his puppet away. Max, are you there? Max is muted. He's muted himself. Cool. So, guys, we've got like 1 minute. We'll go back to the badge in just a few minutes, but I just want to get everything ready for our NHS clap, which is in like a minute's time, 30 seconds or something like that. Okay, guys. So we're going to nip out as we always do for a few more minutes. We want you to do the same, and we'll be back here in a couple of minutes' time. Okay, so me and Max. We're back. Yeah, we're back. Can still hear my neighbors. Ding, 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 ding. They got pots and pans out this week. More. It is funny because my neighbors know my job. It's still going. They stopped now. They're going. My neighbors know me what I do. So they always come and say, "Hey, Mark, it's for you. Well done, well done." And it's slightly embarrassing, but it's cool. Big clap for me. Nah, not just for me. This is for all the key workers. You know, there's a million one people are doing it. And it has been a tough week for me. It has been a real tough week in the NHS, but it's for key workers, people working in the shops, getting our food deliveries. There's a whole load of people behind the scenes that people aren't thinking about that are getting. It's huge, yeah. Exactly right. Right, we're gonna get back to Max in a few seconds with some of his badge work. A really quick reminder, um, Max, they're saying you're muted again. We'll work it out. What we're gonna do a scout out, and I'm gonna work out why Max is muted again. So well done. Your picture in this week on Scout Out. Well done. We've got some great pictures coming up today. Hopefully, have you seen your picture? Well done. If you want to be in next week's Scout Out, you got to email in a photo or upload it to our Facebook page, and we will pick them out. We get lots and lots of pictures sent out. So if you are not featured in this week's, my apologies, but it's trying to pick out every single person is a bit of a nightmare. But lots of pictures this week of sock puppets. Loving everyone doing their sock puppets. So well done. It's been great getting all these people in. Uh, Also, some people carry on doing their creative challenge and personal challenge bands. So we've had lots of people proving that they've been keeping their bedroom tidy, ironing their scarf. Look at that one with the egg press challenge. Lots of egg press pictures that we've got. So we're going to continue the egg presses next week. Camp out. We've been doing camp at home. So lots of people sending in their pictures of them camping at home. It's been great. Awesome. Lots to have people communicating with us. Camping in the background. I was camping at the weekend. It was really cold. Really cold. I know some other people who've been camping this week, and a friend of mine, Kathy, she quit. Yes, I'm going to say it live on Facebook, on YouTube, that she was camping, but it got too cold for her. She came indoors. What a cheat! What a cheat! Disappointing with you, Kathy. But yeah, if you're doing camp at home, that'll be great. We want to see some more of your pictures, and also if you're doing some of our craft camps, if you are making Max's baby shark, that'll be great to see your creations. What I'm going to hopefully we'll get Max up here. Hopefully, I don't know what's happening with Max. Boom. Hopefully, Max is here. Can we hear Max? Can we hear Max? Hmm. I. It's the beauty of modern technology, isn't it? You know, and this is all about being scouts. It's about being prepared and seeing what you can do. And the beauty of live stream is just amazing. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Max says Max is here. I don't know what's happening with Max tonight, but we'll get there in a few seconds. But yeah, Max is hopefully talking about the writing camera, the writer's badge. I'm just trying to see if I can add Max in. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know. I think. I don't know what's happening. He's going to do something. Oh, he's gone. Max is gone. He's going to do something. I don't know what he's going to do. Which has left me again. He did this last week. He just decided to go and left me really no mates, talking to myself, talking about a badge. That I don't know what Max has been prepared. So let's talk about a competition we're going to run this week. I'm going to grab the bits and pieces here. We're going to tell you who won last week. Some bits and pieces that you guys can win this week in the competition. Okay, you can win an official. Where are we? There we are. First YouTube Scout Group Internet County badge. You can win one of Max's Sparrowhawk Bushcraft Camp badges. You can win one of my Big Man in the Woods Camp Blanket badges. And may I say, these are sew-on badges. They're not iron-on badges. Iron-on badges. We don't like iron-on badges. That's cheap. And Coleman's, we've got some waterproof playing matches. Love a game of cards when you're camping. Lots of things you can do when you're camping. And also we've got a mini torch, okay? And we're going to add this into the competition prize, okay? So what you got to do to win this bundle of Big Man in the Woods, First YouTube Scout Group, and Sparrowhawk badges is email. That's all you got to do, okay? And in the email at the top, just write, okay? That's all you got to do is write, I want that. And then we will get you into the competition, and hopefully you might be a winner of these really cool badges and prizes. Max has rejoined us. Hopefully, Max will be here in just a few seconds. I just got to press this. I got to press that. Oh, this is I love this live screen. This is amazing, isn't it? Let's see. Let's see if you can see Max in widescreen. Max. I don't know what's happening with Max. I don't know what's happening with Max's computer tonight. Max is muted. It's funny because we can see him, but we can't hear him. Never mind. It's the beauty of being a volunteer and not really knowing about broadcasting. So Max will be doing the rest of the next 10 minutes via sign language, which is a badge, or written screen. He normally has things written down, like pip pip. Let's see what Max's communication can do with it being on mute. I don't know why Max is on mute, but it's all about being prepared, isn't it? I'm looking at my stuff. Max is unmuted, so I don't know, but never mind. So yeah, we go back to the competition. Max, are you sure are you playing a game? Week on here, Max. This is good. So, guys, if you do want to win these bundle, send us an email with a winner. I want to win it, and we'll randomly pick a winner here. Can I reinstate the competition rules? Rebooting. Cool. Okay, so to win this bundle, you just got to send me an email. mark@bigmaninthewoods.co.uk, and with your name, and I want to win it in the title, and that's all you got to do. And then next week we will tell you who's won it. It's a recorded program next week, but we will say it. And talking about re-recording, we want you, if you are a beaver, a cub, an explorer, we need you. We've got a scout and we've got a leader, but we need you to record you saying your promise. Okay, so just a 15-20 second bit reciting your promise, and we're going to put that all into a vlog. We will do that on St. George's Day because we're not here next week. Me, Max, we're going to be doing our separate things. Max, how you doing? You're muted. I don't know what's happening to Max. Don't know, but it's the beauty. It's the beauty, and these things are here to test us. Let's see. I don't know. Max, what are we going to do? Don't know. Max, can you write down the winner for your sock puppet competition? So to win the sock puppet, we did a competition last week where on CraftCam, Max showed you. Look at this. This is a good being a scout, isn't it? It's all about being prepared. Max showed us on CraftCam how to make a sock puppet. If you're on TikTok, by the way, follow me, Max, because we've been doing a whole lot of TikToks with our sock puppets. Max has been doing more stuff with his sock puppet than me. I've been doing stuff with Lego and being silly. So we asked you to make that sock puppet, put up on our first YouTube Facebook page, making your sock puppet, and you will be able to win these 3. We have loads and loads of entries, lots of photos coming in, lots of emails as well. That's been awesome, showing your creations of making the sock puppet. And Max was going to tell us who won. So let's have a drum roll. Boom, Esme, well done. We loved your sock puppet. Thank you very much, Esme. Well done. We'll be contacting you. If you get your mum and dad to send us a message, we will get these 3 awesome badges winging its way to you. Yeah. Big Man in the Woods. Sparrow Bushcraft and a first YouTube Scout Group Cam Blanket badge. That's been great. And that's something that I've been doing this week. While I've been having a bit of time off work, I've been redoing my Cam Blanket. I've been doing some sewing. What I did, confession. This is a bad confession, Max. Listen to this one. Some of my badges, I even glued on my badge. I was experimenting. I know. I was experimenting whether you should use badge glue. And people said, no, don't use badge glue. Use super glue. What? So I use super glue, and quite a lot of my badges have now fallen off. So about 3 or 4 of them have fallen off. So this week I spent a lot of time re-sewing these cool badges back on my Camp Blanket. And that's what you could do during lockdown, isolation, is doing this. Yeah. Well, this is quite nice. In a weird way, talking to myself. I'm quite used to this. Max, have you got a message? This is one of those really awkward moments. Max, Max is prepared by using pen and paper. He must have predicted the future because he told me before we went on there he's got pen. So I don't know. While Max writes down a few messages, what we're going to do this because it's time for hopefully. Yes, let's do some scout outs. Let's have a look at the messages that are coming through. Some people say, why did I get shouted out for? I missed it. Kathy, I shouted out because you cheated. You didn't sleep the whole night in your tent. You came home into your own bed early. So camp at home. #camp at home. You got to camp the whole night. Okay, Scout Outs first. Ilfograms, hello. Tour Explorers, hello. Matt Scouting Adventures, howdy. Thank you very much. Matt also follows me. Second Bedford, hello. Leon, hello. How are we doing? Let's see some other Phoenix Explorers. Captain Tom, how are we doing? Suffolk, welcome. Hello. Let's see who else is messaging me. Just do a little thing. Sammy just messaged me saying, with the story, is it creative? Yeah, I think so. Let's get some more scout outs. We got Captain Thomas Suffolk. Hello. Hola. Sao Paulo. Hola. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Brazil, I do believe. First Kent Grove. Hello. Emily, a second Wimborne. Big scout out to you. Fourth Bramall Gal for keeping his shop open. Cool. Loving the shops open. Mid Cheshire. Hello. Great to have you on board here on First YouTube Scout Group YouTube page. It's great. Let's see. I'm getting some more messages, and then show your blanket, Mark. My blanket is in my shed, and I'm upstairs, and it would be very awkward for me to leave and go because Max can't take over. Poor Max is kind of like Billy No Mates tonight. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with Max. 21st Bournemouth, hello guys, how are we doing? Yeah, I would like to get Max involved, but we've got no Max tonight. Max is muted. You see, one of us is. There's always a problem. Something's happened. It's just one of those awkward moments. Don't know. Max, are you there? We can see Max. We can see Max, but he can't. Oh, Max, are you there? Max is somewhere hidden. I don't know what's going on with Max's. It's a beauty. It's first YouTube Scout Group Live. These things happen. These things are here to test us, and that's the whole point. One of the key things about being a scout is being resilient. Okay, so when things go wrong, you've got to pick yourself up and work out how can I get from that low point back up to the top and still be number one. And Chief Scout Bear Grylls has got an awesome motto. I personally use this myself, and it's called "Never Give Up." So when you're thinking it's not going to go right, it's the worst of the worst, just think of that. Never give up, and you'll be fine the next day. Max, are you there? I can see Max.
I am trying.
Oh,
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you shuffle down a little? I don't know what's going on with your camera tonight.
I've changed cameras. I've changed machines. My other machine has had a bit of a problem. It seems to have doesn't like the internet for some reason.
Oh,
so the camera's all different, and it's just completely wasn't prepared for this. But managed to get back through it. So yeah,
you got at the last moment. It's better to be there. But we were just talking about resilience, Max. And this is one of the things, isn't it? Like we could have given up this live stream. Things weren't happening, but it's about being a scout, isn't it? And saying, actually, we're not going to give up. We're not going to quit. We can do better than this. And this is what Max has tried.
Yeah, you've got to just keep going. You've got to try. It's about not giving up. It's everybody has their own capabilities, and that's the one beauty of scouting, that although there's a set of rules for badges and things, that you can earn badges to your own ability. Right? You don't have to be the best at everything to get them. And as a leader, when we take young people through their badges, it's about, well, that person can't do anything more than that. That's what their limits are. And, it's recognizing that with people and
saying, that's great, that's good enough. You've tried your best, which is important. So yeah, don't give up. Be prepared. That's why I had 2 machines. I've had to change the craft cam machine to get this one working now, which is why the camera's different. So yeah, it's just keep going, just keep trying your best, keep working at it. Don't give up. Positive attitude towards it will get you there.
It's a tough time in the moment for what's going on around the world, but yeah, it's tough. Max, just a little recap, okay? We the competition, a random competition that we're doing this week because we're being nice. We got some really cool Colemans have given us some waterproof playing cards. Okay, so
that is good.
In your mesh shelter, whatever, when you're on camp, you can do a million one things. I saw a challenge to build the tallest construction using 52 cards. So there's loads of things that you can do with it. We've got our unofficial, official first YouTube scout group, Camp Blanket Band. But I can tell you, only 4 people in the world have got these badges. Big Man in the Woods blanket and Sparrowhawk badge. Okay, and all you got to do is send me an email, mark@bigmaninthewoods.co.uk. In a title, win it. I want it. Something random in the title. That's all you got to do to win those really cool badges. Okay, and we will announce the winner next week. Okay, really, really simple. Email, Facebook, whatever. It'd be great. And Max, we were talking about your sock puppets that we did last week.
Yeah.
Our winner. And the winner was Esme.
But
did say that.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's entered and put their sock puppets in, because it's absolutely brilliant to see. Some great effort gone into these things.
Awesome creations. And it's so simple as well, isn't it, Max?
Yeah, it's so simple. We're trying to do things that people can do at home and have at home, and things that you can easily get hold of.
Absolutely.
But just and it's all well done to everybody. There's
and the egg creations. The amount of people sending us the photos of growing cress. We had a few. I think it's 2 have cress. So what we've done, we've grown some different plant seeds.
But it's the
isn't it?
Yeah, it's the fact that they've taken it to the next level, which is using the tops off the vegetables. So the carrot tops, the parsnip tops, all kinds of bits you'd throw away normally or feed to your guinea pigs, as we do. The bits that they can eat, not all of it. But people are regrowing this stuff on, and you get different plants out of them. Some of them will actually grow back and into veg again, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Some great stuff people are actually doing.
Max, Alison Cross said, can she post photos in the Facebook group of her camp blanket?
Yeah.
Love to see your blankets.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll get my blanket posted, and I'm sure you'll do the same for yours as well.
Yeah. It's great. And that's a thing. It's just not as a leader, but as a beaver. If you make your own blanket and carry it through the whole scouting journey, so when you become a leader like me or Max, you will have an amazing array of badges. And I did a vlog about this, about does it make me a scout geek to have a camp blanket? Different people have different views about this, Some people don't have blankets. Some people stick them on like a jumper or a jacket. Million one things. That's the whole purpose, isn't it? It's there's no right or way to do it. What badges do you put on your camp blanket badge? You put on what you want to put on it. But when you put these badges on, you've got to put a badge on your blanket and have a reason, have a story behind it. So, okay, you can have these 3 badges, whack them on your blanket. You can buy them off. You can buy hundreds off eBay. But what is the point? Each badge has a story. So when you see this Sparrowhawk badge, I can't say this story live, but it's a story about me, Max, and a good scout leader friend of mine called Jeremy. Okay, and there's a joke about it. There's a big story, but whenever I see this on my blanket, that's what it reminds me of. Big Man of the Woods is my own journey from being a scout leader to doing the vlogging and stuff like that. And we can explain it in a different blanket. We could do an edition about blankets, but putting a badge on it and having a meaning. So when you point to it, what does it actually mean? But that's my feeling of the blanket, Max. Is that the same as yours?
Yeah, absolutely. The badges that go on have got meaning. They've been given to me by somebody that's got a story behind it. You know, there was a lot. I got when I went to Candlestag and swapped out badges with people. You know, so there's some good stories behind those. And that's the thing. It's all about it's your scouting career. It's your experiences. It's where you've been. It's what you've done. It's and it tells that story, and it's fantastic.
Can they? Fraser asked, "Can he use mint beans?" Yeah, absolutely. That's it. Done. Roger, thank you very much for your message. Cool. And I was complaining earlier on, Max, that a scout leader friend of mine, in fact, she's a DC, was doing camp at home, which we'll talk about in the next minute. She was doing it a few days ago, but it got so cold in her tent, she went back inside and slept in her own bed. Is that bad?
Well,
but now she's messaged me again, moaning that I've said it on first YouTube Scout Group, and told me last night she got a new blanket and slept in her tent all last night. Well done. I'm not going to mention your name, Kathy, at all. Okay, so don't worry, Kathy. I haven't told it anyone. But yeah, let's quickly. This what's happening in my Scout Group. I always remember about 10 million things I've got to do mentions before the last minute of Scout Night. I always remember this. Max, camp at home is still going on this month, isn't it?
Yeah,
for
it is.
April.
It is. Absolutely.
If you're camping in your back garden or you're making indoor tents, whatever it is, use the hashtag camp at home. And at is the word camp at home. Use that hashtag. That's what everyone is following on around the world. If you're a scout, so if you're camping at home in the back garden or indoors or whatever. Max, I haven't seen any of you camping yet.
No, well, I will get around to it.
I did it at the weekend. It was really cold, but it was great fun.
My tent will take my whole garden up, so it's a kind of it's a big tent to put up.
Oh, but do indoor camping or something.
It wouldn't fit in the lounge.
Oh, right. Let's change. Let's change. And on the beauty of modern technology, I've got to click this button. Click this. Hopefully, I will be able to get Max in within a few seconds. Hopefully, cross fingers. Max, are you there? Max is behind. Max is behind the screen. Max, would you like us to dismiss us, and we will come back to you? Guys, wait there, okay? We are dismissed, but we're going to hopefully get Max back. If not, I don't know. Hopefully, we'll get Max back after. Max, are we up?
Yep.
Are we back? Hopefully, we're back. Max,
I'm here.
Back. Okay. Yes. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us on First YouTube Scout Group Internet County. Another live stream, another week of problems. It's great. Every week we have had challenges, guys. We're not doing our scout meeting now, so we can talk about what's been going on. Yeah. And every week, either I have a problem or Max has a problem. Someone has a problem. I don't know. It's just one of these things, and it's there to test us. Look at this. Look at this. Right. I want to just press this. Hopefully, is this going to work? 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 Let's hopefully this is going to work.
Hi, Colin.
That was Brief Colin, our moderator, who's now turned his webcam off. Oh, bless him. Colin's has been great. I've taken him out. He's embarrassed. Colin's been great. Colin's the one in the chat room moderating. Colin's the one taking all your questions and shout outs and stuff, and he sends them to me. Max, would be great. But like I say, we say it. You're still there. We say most weeks that if you do want a shout out, it's best if you email us or Facebook us or whatever, and we can get those all in the week, and you'll be guaranteed to get your shout out and get your photos and stuff. It'll be great. But if you're here in the live chat room, Colin will grab your name and we will try and do our very best. So guys, before we go, it's St. George's Day next week. We're after a beaver, a cub, an explorer, just to record their promise. Max, do you want to expand a little bit on that while we in the next seconds?
Yeah, so we have because next week is a big thing on the telly and it's lots of fun and jokes and stuff around comic relief and around children in need joining together. We're going to not stream out because people will want to watch that, and it'd be good for everyone to go and watch it and have a good laugh and see what's going on, and support them. So we're gonna record over the next few days a stream, and we have some people joining us in that stream for St. George's Day. So we're going to renew our promises, as traditionally we do at St. George's Days. So we're going to put a video together that we'll release on next Thursday that you'll be able to watch, and hopefully a bit of fun and some renewing of promises and such like on that stream, which will be good.
Cool.
And it also gives us a chance to try and sort out what's going wrong in the back end as to so when we come back the following week, it all works perfectly.
It'll work. Last few shout outs. Just got that through. Robin, hello. Thank you very much for your last minute shout out. Roger says hello. Loads of emails coming in already, Max, to win the.
Oh, excellent.
Lots of those coming through. I can't remember what else I wanted to say. I think that was it, Max, wasn't it? Oh yeah, if you do, if you want to support me and Max, which we lovely, we are selling our Camp Blanket badges. Okay, we are selling those. Message me and I will give you the information on how you can get yourself a badge. Okay, we are selling these. Yeah. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for another week on First YouTube Scout Group. It's been great. Colin, thank you very much. Colin is saying thank you very much. You've all been good in the chat room. Max, thank you very much. High five, mate.
Yep.
And last but not least, remember, exactly, Colin.
Yep.
Keep washing your hands. 20 seconds. Keep 2 meters apart from people. It is really bizarre when you're walking down the road and someone just darts across, but we've got to do it. Guys, stay safe, and we will see you next week here on First YouTube Scout Group. Guys, have a great week. Stay safe. Max, awesome.
Yep. Thank you. Sorry about the technical problems. We'll get there.